When you sleep, you enter into another world. Beyond that world lies the doorway to nightmare.
This is Winslow Swan. For many years I had a dream, and now it has become a reality. I could never have accomplished this series without the help of a great many people. So I would like you to sit back, close your eyes, relax your mind, as I thank each and every one of them individually. First and foremost, Crimson McKenzie, whose dedication and unwavering faith in my ability, not only as a writer, but also as a producer and editor, has been a godsend. She is my bestest friend, confidant, and my extra pair of ears. Without being credited, she has even helped me write many of the plays, and I can't thank her enough. Then you're a cannibal? You've been eating your father?
No! I would never eat father. I only supply a tiny percentage of what you may call the most affluent, with an exotic delicacy of meats that they desire. Father is almost gone, and I have an order for a spleen and a liver. I am so glad you were able to come to dinner tonight.
Good. That means I have all weekend to put your body in the basement and disappear. I withdrew all my money and Jason's last week. It amounts to almost $2.3 million. Did you think I was really going to share the life insurance with another man? I'm so glad that you will be able to keep our little secret.
Beware.
Hi. How did you get your voice to do that?
What?
How did you get your voice to do that? I can only moan and move things around. That was pretty cool.
What is she doing? Oh my god! That's impossible. She's floating up, directly on top of him. Must not scream. Dear God in heaven. Her arm. She shoved her entire arm down his throat. That's just not possible. Wait, what? She's pulling out his heart. His beating heart through his mouth. I think I'm gonna be sick. She's eating it. She's eating his beating heart. Oh, good Lord. Get me out of here.
Next, my brother from another mother, William Stafford. He has turned out to be a fantastic voice actor and takes my direction with great aplomb and grace.
All that you've told me is that your name is Washington Carver Jones.
Frederick Washington Davis.
Whatever.
My friends called me Freddie.
Nice for them.
You can call me just plain Fred.
I don't want to call you anything. I want you to get out of my house. Well, Johnny was a singer. Good voice, too. He had a shot at a record deal when he decided to take some time off and go out there.
And?
They found him a few days later in a boat bobbing about, floating in the lake. His throat was ripped right out. Doc said his vocal cords was missing. Some said it was a bear, some a mountain lion. I just say, don't go to Echo Lake.
While I am able to be hands-on with the latter two actors, the others are long distance and simply record their parts. One such person I'd like to thank is Mark Wheeler.
I stepped outside and lit up a cigarette. I felt the weight of the money in my pocket. After a short time, there was no more screaming, only the silence of death.
I tell you? Did you not understand?
Please! Don't hit me, Jason!
Hit you? Hit you? I should go ahead and get my gun and put you out of my misery.
Then why don't you? Just kill me!
Oh, no. No. That would be too easy. As a matter of fact, I think I will kill you.
Next on the list is Colby Jones, not only a stage actor and director, but now a voice actor.
No, I mean the house itself. I believe that it's actually alive and it's trying to kill me.
Doctor, I believe that your first diagnosis is correct. You were half asleep and your mind played a rather cruel trick on you.
That was only the first night. The next evening I was going up the stairs to bed. I was fully awake when I saw the staircase moving, undulating like a tidal wave. I saw horrible faces coming through the carpeting and the screaming. I shut my eyes and put my hands over my ears to try to drown it out. And just as suddenly as it started, it stopped.
I really need to get to... What the hell?
Get away!
Joel! Joel, for God's sake, snap out of it!
The fireplace! It's trying to eat me! What are you doing?
I'm opening your bedroom door and showing
What are you doing?
you
Don't
that there
open
is
it!
nothing in there. Of course, there are our supporting actors as well, not having a lot of lines and only taking a very short period of time to record their parts. One of these actors I have the pleasure to work with is Carter Sheriff. He's always willing to do whatever part we happen to throw at him. He was sort of kidnapped into this project, and I thank him profusely.
Mr. Jones?
Yes?
I'm afraid that I have some rather disturbing news. Your wife, Charlotte Jones, has been killed in a car accident.
Charlotte? Are you sure? Could it be someone else?
This was the address on her license. I'm sorry, sir.
It just can't be.
Afraid the floor might fall in?
Oh, nothing like that, sir.
Then what is it?
I give you nice folks one night before you head out. Most people don't even last that long.
What? Why?
Because of what's in here. We normally don't rent this particular room out because of...
Because of what?
The ghost. It doesn't like people.
What is in room 1413?
Well, ma'am, management doesn't like us talking about it. It seems that it's haunted.
By what?
Well, no one really knows. Some of the people say it moves things around. Others say it screams and moans. I don't think that anyone has actually seen it.
There is also Haley Harrison, who played the part of a murderous little girl in Assassin, which is episode 4. We happened to meet her at a store, and she was more than willing to record for us.
It's over.
Did you bring a change of clothes?
Yes, thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Oh, there is one more thing.
What's that? You!
Patrick Scott is someone that I jam with on Saturdays at the local music store. I told him that I needed a short part done, and he readily agreed.
What'll it be?
Double scotch on the rocks.
Haven't seen you in here before.
Yeah, I just stopped in for a quick drink before I head home.
Not many people do that.
I began following Raven Adams on YouTube on his channel As the Raven Dreams. I wrote a story for his channel several months ago, and when I asked him to play a part, he was more than willing.
How long do we have?
Jason won't be home until late. We have all afternoon.
Great. You look so good.
Thank you.
Wait, what's that bruise?
You know what it is.
Damn, you should really do something about that.
What do you suggest?
Call the police, for one thing? I hate what he does to you.
I'm not wild about it myself.
Look, I don't like the fact that Jason made a pass at my wife, I grant you, but kill him? I had no reason to kill him.
Maybe you found out that it was more than just a pass.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, maybe you found out that your wife was running away with Jason.
Oh, that's absurd.
Maybe Jason was leaving his wife and taking your wife with him.
That is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard. Jason, you cannot ignore the facts. Karen, your landlady's roses, that homeless guy, all of them you took a picture of, and they died.
I still think that it's wrong.
Okay, Harold Myers killed that girl. He cut her up into little pieces in his basement. He practically laughed at me when the judge set him free.
Mark McLain is also a stage actor locally and was readily up for the task of recording. His voice is a very specific type, and he has played very well in our little company.
I think that I will be leaving. It's been an interesting evening, and thank you for the drink.
Are you going now? What on earth for?
You happen to be talking about the woman I love.
On the contrary, I was talking about my wife.
It comes down to the same thing.
Things usually do. Yes, sir. How may I help you?
We're the Peters. Reservation, I believe?
I'm sorry. There doesn't seem to be anything on the computer. I guess that I'm ready. I did try to warn her. Will it hurt? I mean, the pain. Will it hurt much?
Exquisitely so.
Since beginning this project, I began to write larger cast plays, much to my own chagrin. Luckily, there are several people who are up for the task of recording a part without the other actors actually being there. First off, there is Julia Sanders, who has a wide range of vocalizations.
Oh, Mr. Graham.
Hello, Mrs. Manning. How are the roses coming along?
Oh, I'm so mad I could spit nails.
Well, why? What happened?
Dead. Every single one of them.
When?
Last night sometime, I'm guessing. I came out this morning to water them, and they'd all died. Wilted down to nothing.
That's just weird.
Do you still have that picture that you took of them? I really would like to have a copy. At least I can see what they looked like.
Then there is Robert Jackson, who willingly sent me a 7-minute audio file for a 30-second part. He was great, and he caught the character immediately.
And you're willing to buy that dump?
That dump happens to be my home.
Ooh, I'm very sorry. Well, the mortgage along with interest comes to $127,318.42. I'm pretty sure that there is no one in that building, including yourself, that has that kind of...
I think that this will cover it.
Oh my!
Kyle Glass is another voice actor who took off like a rocket. When I told him how I wanted the character to sound, he completely delivered.
I watched her walk back into the apartment building. Granted, the place needed some work, but $130,000? I just stood there on the street. Why not $1 million or $1 trillion? I never noticed the small man who was watching me. I barely remember what he looked like. All I remember is screaming at the top of my lungs, I wished I could produce money from my fingertips.
Finally, but not lastly, Minerva Faith, who recorded a part for me on the fly.
Hi, Jay. Long-time listener, first-time caller. My name is Nancy, and I've seen those lights.
I hope this little video/audio portrayal of all of my actors and actresses will give you some insight as to how grateful that I am for all of them. Our first season is ending, and it has been a wonderful experience. We have, of course, 13 more episodes for a second season, which we will start in September. In our second season, you are more than likely going to hear other voice actors as our small company continues to grow. I cannot thank enough for everyone involved in this project. And just to reiterate all of them, let me thank them individually. Crimson McKenzie, William Stafford, Mark Wheeler, Carter Sheriff, Mark McLain, Raven Adams, Colby Jones, Patrick Scott, Haley Harrison, Robert Jackson, Julia Sanders, Kyle Glass, and Minerva Faith. Thank you all so much, and I hope this sort of gives a little bit back to you. So now I shall let our host lead us back through the doorway where your dreams become reality and your reality become dreams.
This is your host, inviting you to return with us through the doorway to nightmare for another adventure into the world of your terrifying imagination. Until next time, slumber peacefully. Epilogue. The butler did it.